now. How are you guys doing out there in California land? Leo Naranjo IV, candidate for governor 2026 in the California gubernatorial race. Today in Morrill, Georgia, look at that sunshine. Look at the bright skies, a little bit of clouds. I think it's around 70 degrees today. A little bit warm here. How you guys doing with the rain? Lots of snow, lots of water. First, let me start off with, it's very sad what we're hearing about the mountain environment up in Northern California. 9 people lost their lives on what should have been just another day adventuring going through the deep snowpacks. And instead, we're hearing stories about people who have lost their lives due to an avalanche. Hopefully, all resources are being extended to find and recover those individuals. Lost 9, I think we still have 1 missing according to the most recent news report. Very sad. As a candidate, my heart's thoughts and prayers with my family go out to those that are impacted. That was an unfortunate circumstance. And I feel bad for those families that now have to deal with that tragedy. You notice online we have Dahlia Coleman's dad posted a link for a new website he's created. I would encourage each and every one of you to go to that website, support it, help it out. He's bringing a lot of information to what's happened to his family. And I look forward to hopefully having the opportunity to meet with those folks as soon as we get back to Sacramento, which we're flying out tomorrow to do. So, Mr. Coleman, look forward to meeting you and your family. Hopefully you guys have thought that over, given it a long, hard thought, and we'll be in touch to see if we're going to hook up or not. That's on the positive note. To the Cruz family, again, heartfelts to you. I hope your husband is doing fine, Miss Cruz. And he's hanging in there being tough. I've extended a offer to meet with those folks as well in order to bring about some light to the DMV debacle that we're facing in California. And we're waiting on whether or not they would like to have a conversation with a candidate or not. So it's up to them. It's their choice. It doesn't dissuade me from doing what I'm going to do, needing to fix the problem. Definitely. But I wanted to be able to have a face that was running for office for the people there, for those families there, to know somebody other than a post, an email, a letter is sincere when they say they want to look at this, tackle this, take this problem on and deal with it. So that's the business portion here that we're going to clear right now. Topics of the day. Hot button item of today. Oh my God. Told you a lot of things have happened in the last now 72 hours as I'm tracking California and seeing what's going on. Miss Romero thinks that she's going to be able to do things when the governor is not around. Miss Romero, from what I'm understanding, you're old enough to know better. You were in the House a long time as its primary speaker. So, again, many of the bills you helped pass and promote are the ones we're now going to have to undo to fix in California, especially the ones dealing with crime. That's unfortunate. But hey, supposedly you're a Republican running on the golden shower ticket with Steve Hilton. Tells you a lot right there. When it comes to the illegal alien question, I noticed Steve Hilton, oh my God, I don't have a plan for that one. No, we don't. I think everybody should have an opportunity to get on my golden ticket, my golden shower ticket, and vote the ticket. Because I'm Steve Hilton and I've got a plan. What do you plan to do with the millions that are here in California illegally, sir? You don't really say a whole hell of a lot about the illegal alien problem. Or, for those of you with sensitive connotations or feelings, individuals who are in the United States of America, most notably the state of California, other than authorized means, or legal documentation methods who represent citizenry of foreign nations other than the United States of America. End quote. For simplicity, illegal aliens. What are you going to do about them? What is your plan to tackle that problem? You, sir, are very weak when it comes to illegal aliens and the plight and the problems that they provide and present to California. You don't really say a whole hell of a lot about it. You demur and defer off to others to answer that question for you. But let me school you on something, Steve. When you're the governor, the buck stops with you. I don't care what your law enforcement people do, say, or anything else like that. What do you do? What are you going to do? And what are you going to direct to be done? That's how that works. Pass that off to your comptroller, pass that off to your treasurer, pass that off to your AG, pass that off to whoever you want to. They're not running for governor, sir. You are. I say you're very weak on the illegal alien problem because you are weak on the illegal alien problem. Chad Bianco, he's already posted his position. For those of you that are diehard Chad Bianco supporters, that man posted his position many years ago. He's all about amnesty. Straight up. Any candidate that's a Republican, considers himself conservative, running around here talking about pathway to citizenship, that's amnesty language, people. Pure and simple. And then you went and added insult to injury, Chad. You created an LGBTQ, whatever the hell else letters you put behind them, liaison in your department? Oh my God. You people make it too easy. And what are they supposed to do for you? Argue that the LGBT trans man needs to be put in a woman's holding area so he can do whatever it is he feels like doing to them? Well, from what I understand about how you run your jails, that wouldn't be a surprise to anybody. Rapes go up, Riverside County jails, trans people intermixed with regular female inmates. You just see the headlines reading that now. But we're not talking about the trans issue, Chad. We're talking about you and amnesty. And Steve Hilton, we're talking about you and your lack of a response to this problem. And for you in the Republican Party who have championed these two Denzians of which you thought were great candidates and they never were. Mark Wright blew that up. They were candidates that sell tickets. They weren't there to win anything because they can't. Their background is abysmal. But Leo, you've never held political office. Well, hell, neither is Steve Hilton. So what does that tell you? No, he's been in government. He's been in UK government, United Kingdom, i.e. English government, British government. He was in government over there, not over here. But Leo, he's been a Fox News host. Ask people about Fox News lately. They seem to be going more mainstream. And have you noticed, Fox News propagates his happy ass up a lot on their programming. Starting to flirt with that fair practices law on equal time for candidacy, which, heads up, it's coming. I'm going to start to press and implore upon Fox News to give equal time frame. Give me this crap about Steve is just a voice talking about something, and then you highlight he's a governor candidate? Please. We know what you're doing. Fair practices, dude. Didn't it just have Stephen Colbert get blown up on that this past Monday? I'm not out of touch, nor am I out of tune. But we're going back to the topic of illegal aliens because I'm kind of swaying back and forth here a little bit. Neither of you two gentlemen are strong on the illegal alien question, much less problem. Steve tucks it. Steve ducks it. Steve runs away from it. We got a plan. Uh, yeah, let me tell you about my time in England when I didn't think that was right in England either. No, that wasn't right. Are we done with our time? Can we get off this topic? I want to talk about fun. That's Steve Hilton. When you hit him with the illegal alien question, that's Steve Hilton all day long. Tap dance, song and dance, smoke and mirrors, blow smoke up your ass, and that's it. And Chad, old Amnesty himself, ladies and gentlemen, on X, for you pundits kissing those two men's backside, depending on which side you fall on, here's the deal about that. 33,000 people are being held in California jails that are here illegally that have committed violent or criminal acts, combination thereof, against the citizenry of this state. They're being held in jails or prisons. Christine Noem has sent out a letter to GINO Gavin that she wants them removed via ICE and with ICE detainers honored. 2 weeks later, haven't heard hide nor hair on what's happened. Haven't seen the removal of those individuals from our jail cells to be deported. Haven't heard shit. Why? You think those people are in jail and nobody visited them? Nobody supported them? Nobody gave them financial aid or support one way or the other? Somebody did. There's another list of names that had to be clocked into registries that we need to go look at and look after and help escort out of this country, especially this state. You forget the news reports that used to come out of San Francisco and Oakland? The Venezuelan gangs that are overrunning the drug scene in Frisco. Well, thank you very much, Frisco, for identifying that you have Venezuelan gangs, that you have a kind of sort of handle on how many there are, and how many people are in them. And if they're here illegally, I hope you're prepared to start giving that information up so we can start taking care of that nonsense. If you don't want to partake in the ICE issue, then do this. Round them up and arrest them for the drug violence that they're bringing to your city. Once they get into jail, we'll let ICE do what they do, and then we'll get them the hell out of our state. Leo, you don't understand the concept. These folks, they haven't done anything. They're just looking for better lives. Look for a better life in your nation. Fight for your nation. But don't come storming across the borders to ours or our state, and just because you're flying underneath the radar, it's okay. People can't even get into colleges. Why is that? Oh, you're able to. People can't afford medical insurance. You hear that whine all the time, but you're getting free medical insurance if you're here illegally. You ever try to buy a house without ID? You ever try to buy a car without ID? You ever try to buy anything that has major financial attachments to it without ID? If you're illegal, how the hell are you doing it? This is what I voted for. I want them all gone. I want them all gone. Mila Joy pronunciates that statement often online. But she likes Chad Bianco that wants to give them amnesty. How do you make it fit, Mila? Maybe you can answer that for us. How is it okay as a party that we're all right with removing illegals, because that's what the president is doing? That's what we voted for. Then we turn around and say, no, let's give them amnesty because they're not violating anything, they're not doing anything wrong. The hell kind of hypocrisy is that? You sound like the very people we're trying to throw out in Congress to get things done in the country. Murkowski, Collins, Mitch. You already know what the pronunciation is for those people. Don't need to repeat it here. There's a lot of things in the Republican Party that are being sold up the streams and down the river just to get these two gentlemen into the ticket. But who are we trying to actually get into the ticket? Democrats or Republicans? And just because you wear Republican on your sleeve, we've come to find out that's not necessarily always true, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Stick your freedoms! Stick your freedoms! Take your freedoms and shove it! That was a Republican mentality? Oh, it's embarrassing now. It's hard to deal with today. It's past history. We got a lot of Republicans on our party that like to remember past history when it's convenient and forget all of it when it's not. Like right now. We gotta get Chad. We gotta get Steve. We gotta get one of those two in the top two because, well, we got a plan. Got a plan to do what? Destroy California? A lot of people outside of this state want to see that plan go into effect. And I'm not one of them. Probably why I don't get contacted or talked to a lot by the other people. Because that's not what they want to hear. Oh my God, we got somebody that's actually standing up for the citizens of this state first. Holy gabolies. A lot of you folks probably haven't even taken the time to figure out how many people are actually running for the governorship of California. All you have to do is submit a 501 form that says, I intend to run. And that number right now is close to 80 or 85 names. Up and down, Republicans, Democrats, no party, independents, commies, American, the whole gambit. But by March 6th, the real ones are going to be standing. Because not only do you have to have that intent to run form, you got to have your money, about $5,000, in lieu of signatures, which could bring that down. And if not, well, that time frame's already passed. Right now, it's the money. 5,000 and 65 plus signatures just to get on the ballot. Now you have people who are committed. Now you have people who aren't just talking ish. Now you're going to winnow that field down, and the numbers that I'm hearing right now, we're going to go from about 30 Republicans that maybe have made noise to want to be candidates to about 7 or 8 that are really here for the right purposes. And what I would challenge all of you to do is start looking at why those people are running and ask them. Straight up, ask your candidate, why are you running for governorship of California? What you're not going to hear, other than from me, is this statement. I'm running first and foremost for the citizens of this state. It's a very juvenile statement, Leo. I know it is, isn't it? Kind of sounds like a kid wrote that, like a little pledge. I'm running first and foremost for the citizens of this state. I am not running for the citizens of other countries. Let their governments take care of those citizens. I'm running for the veteran citizens of this state. I'm running for the citizens of this state. I'm running for those people who are getting screwed over because all the benefits and the resources of California are being handed to people who should not even be here because they're here illegally. I'm not looking to give them amnesty. I'm looking to give them a ticket to leave. I'm not looking to facilitate drug abusers in San Francisco who want to go on the verge of death, take a shot, and then start it all over again. Oh, by the way, in order to keep doing this, I got to rob you, steal what you have, because the new mentality in California seems to be this: if you have it, I want it, and there's nothing you can do to stop me, and if you try, I'm going to sue you for everything you own, because that's my right. That's not okay, people. And for the bad guys, let me tell you this really quick. Citizens have rights too. The problem is they seem to be prevented from exercising them. And my job is going to be to remove the foot off their back so that they can. And that includes defending themselves against people like you who think that way. If you get popped in the commission of a crime, there is no family coming out of the woodwork to sue the shooter. Oh, those mean people, they shot my poor Bobby. He was just trying to rob them. Okay, Bobby's dead. Took 3 in the chest. Bobby made a bad decision. Cost him his life. Next. No, we're going to sue the family. For what? Excessive force. We're going to arrest you for harboring a criminal, aiding and abetting, potentially stealing stolen goods, helping to sell stolen goods. We're going to figure out every potential law we're going to nail you with, put it under conspiracy, or after the fact. But we're going to go after you and allow the families to go after you for aiding and engaging in that criminal behavior. Oh, my God, Leo, that's never been done. Till now. Homeowner clips Bobby, gets him in the wings, injures his leg to the degree he might have to have it amputated. Oh, Bobby's going to sue the homeowner. No, you're not. That's the price you pay for making a boneheaded decision. You can call that one off to an act of God that He, up above, gave you an opportunity to repent, find Him, and figure out how to go down the right path of living, as opposed to the direction you were going, and instead of taking one in the leg, which caused an amputation, you could have taken one in the chest, which would have caused your termination. Gun owners, that doesn't mean it's a free-for-all for you. You still have to have a legal shoot. Because if you plug 3 in the back of Bobby's head, I'm sorry, you'll be arrested, and justice will do what it does. You put 3 in Bobby's chest because he came after you, or he broke into your home, or anything else like that, that's on Bobby. But you put 3 in Bobby's back, that's on you. It's a gun right, 2A. Everybody needs to have a weapon. I'm all for 2A rights. Second Amendment rights. But if you're a pistol carrying mama that likes to go pretend that you're in the Wild Wild West on school grounds, Second Amendment's not going to save you when you lose your right. So let's be real on that topic. Concealed and carry should not have to cost you an arm and a leg. Why can't citizens be armed to protect themselves as easily as these people who pay all these security people to protect them? And some of them got automatic weapons, not necessarily just a pistol type. They're okay, but we're not. No. That needs to change, folks. It needs to change. It has to change. So again, when we come to the illegal question, you got Steve, I don't want to talk about it, Hilton. And then you got Chad, Mr. Amnesty for everybody, Bianco. My call out for you, Mr. Hilton, is not there, but my call out to Chad is veteran versus the sheriff. I think that's going to change come March. Coward doesn't want to stand up. That's fine. We'll catch the coward when we catch the coward. But we're getting ready to change a lot of things. And we're getting ready to start making a lot of penetrating noise. These aren't shots taken just because I got nothing better else to do. These are going to be hit points. And they're going to score because of the people that I'm trying to engage with who seem to think you and I are fools who should already understand the concept that they've been anointed to office and we just have to vote for them to secure its passage. If you're a candidate that feels you've already been anointed to the position, you might want to go ahead and just drop out today. It's an election process, not an anointment or a crowning process. My name is Leo Naranjo IV. I'm a candidate for governor 2026. Bright sunny day here. Hope it's a bright sunny day back home. God bless you all. Have a wonderful weekend, and we will talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.